Paradigm Presses, Doug Hill, and James Altucher held a super stock summit. It starts off with a tempting question. What would you do if you made 10 times your money over the next year? James wants to make this a reality with some microcap super stocks that can make up to 5,000% per year. We reveal them for free and cover everything you need to know from the more than hour-long presentation in the next 10 minutes in this video. I'm your host, Theo. Let's get right into it as always. Now, as we mentioned at the outset, this was a more than hour-long video presentation. But fortunately, we covered the entire teaser for you right here. And it's all about microcaps, which are chock full of the best opportunities in the market. Of course, on the other side, microcap stocks can also be rife with pump and dump schemes, short and distort scams, and dormant shell companies. Now, this is where James's teaser comes in useful, as he's narrowed down this universe to 5 microcap superstocks that he says will give us the best chance at 1,000 to 5,000% gains over the next 12 months. Now, as we showed in our written review over on greenbullresearch.com, microcap stocks have fallen on some hard times. They have underperformed the S&P 500 by about 9% over the past 3 years. However, James says this could be about to change. He says the biggest stock market opportunity by far will be in these microcap superstocks, and one reliable profit trigger is signaling that they are about to take off. And right on time, this is where the pitch comes in. James reveals the names and ticker symbols of all of his picks, but only in a series of 3 reports called The Superstock Setup, Microcap's Biggest Moment in Decades, The Second Wave, 3 Superstocks Leading the AI 2.0 Revolution, and Bitcoin's #1 superstock, the Crypto Microcap, for explosive gains. Now, the reports are ours, but we do need to sign up to James's newest research service called the Microcap Millionaire for a whopping $2,500. The offer, it includes 1 or 2 new microcap stock recommendations per month, focusing on deep value picks, a full microcap model portfolio, flash alerts on model portfolio companies, and 3 additional bonus reports, which is pretty standard fare for newsletter pitches. So, what sets James's super stock microcaps apart from regular microcaps? Well, he says they have 7 must-have criteria. And that includes at least $50 million a year in revenue. And they have to be in an industry with huge upside potential, displaying strong earnings growth, have its stock be up at least 10 to 20% over the past year, so some momentum, large insider ownership, which I'm fully on board with, and little debt combined with significant cash reserves. Now, as you'll see, these points omit the last point, which is low valuation, which James is adamant could net us a next Magnificent Seven stock, only much cheaper. And as you can see, this 7 criteria has netted James some notable winners in the past. So, on that note, what are James's 5 favorite microcap superstocks? Now we get some very specific clues about each, starting with James's favorite, quote, super stock. Now we learned that it's an emerging dominant player in a new mode of manufacturing. Its revenue is up a whopping 2,000% over the last 4 years, and it's trading at or below the cash on its balance sheet. Classic Benjamin Graham net stock, something that's rarer than a snow leopard. Now, this company, we found out, is Nano Dimension Limited, and the clues all line up like a precision manufacturer. The Israeli-based business manufactures 3D printers and their components, so entirely new mode of manufacturing. Nano's revenue has gone from 3.3 million in 2020 to 56 million as of the last fiscal year, so almost a 2,000% gain. And its total cash currently sits at nearly 800 million, while its market cap is only 458 million. And if we were to take a look at Nano's chart, and it's no dice on Nano's the link there. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, pull up Nano Dimension in Yahoo, and as we can see, the stock is slightly up to 471 million market cap, but still trading well below the cash on its balance sheet. So it's still a steal of a deal. Now, if we go back and see what some of James's other picks were, they were much tougher to pinpoint, but he still managed to do it, including James's Bitcoin, or I should say Bitcoin's #1 superstock pick. Now, James says this firm mines Bitcoin, but it's only a tiny fraction of the size of some of the other miners like a Marathon Digital Holdings, which is the biggest publicly traded Bitcoin miner in the market. And it currently has a market cap of only $300 million. What could this be? Well, some sleuthing found out that it is Bit Digital Incorporated. Now, Bit Digital, it's not just a Bitcoin, but an Ethereum miner in addition to providing AI infrastructure services to institutional customers. And as of the time of the initial review, the company's market cap was hovering around 350 million. And we'll see if that is still the case. I'll just take this out here, and we'll go Bit Digital. And right on cue, we can see that Bit Digital has increased a little bit over the past week or so. Now, overall, what do we think about James's picks? Do they really provide us with a chance to make 5,000% over the next year? Some are better than others. For example, take our first pick, or rather James's first pick, which was Nano Dimension. Now, it is an unprofitable, capital-intensive manufacturer, usually a death knell for microcaps, but its valuation does reflect this. It's selling for below cash, so it may be worth taking a flyer on at a below liquidation level. As for Bit Digital, which we also took a closer look at, Bitcoin miners, or at least the Bitcoin mining side of their business, will dry up, but Bit Digital is already pivoting its business and does have some upside, as we have already shown, at only 10 times earnings, or just above that. Overall, there are better quality microcap stocks out there than this bunch. However, Nano Dimension, Bit Digital, and to a lesser extent, Mytech Systems, which is another unprofitable business, but it is in digital fraud prevention, which is a market that will continue to grow. So overall, we would be getting some decent value for the price paid with these three. So to kind of wrap up here, just a quick recap and conclusion of everything we just went over. James Altucher, author, former hedge fund manager, podcast host, Renaissance man, he's back and he teased 5 microcap stocks that can make 1,000 to 5,000% over the next year. Now, James believes the anticipated, or highly anticipated Fed rate cut in September is set to give microcap stocks a big boost, and he has some plays that could benefit disproportionately. Now, the names of all of these and their ticker symbols can be found in a series of 3 special reports, as we covered earlier. But the reports are only ours if we sign up to his newest research service, Microcap Millionaire, for a cool $2,500. Unfortunately, all 5 picks have been revealed right here for free in this video, and they are Nano Dimension, Innodata, Nano X Imaging, Mytech Systems, and the small cap or microcap Bitcoin miner Bit Digital Incorporated. Of the 5, Nano Dimension, Mytech, and Bit Digital are the 3 that, at least in my humble opinion, provide the best value for the price being asked. Now, are there better AI and blockchain based microcap stocks out there? You can let us know down in the comments. And if you got any value out of this video whatsoever, please like and subscribe. Until next time.